Hi, my name is Gracie X, and I recently wrote an article for Mind Body Green called How I Raise Teenagers That Tell Me Everything Even When It's Hard. And I wrote the article because several parents, other parents in my community, came to me and said, wow, what are you doing? How are you keeping the lines of communication open? And what I realized were that there were several principles that I was utilizing. And I'm going to briefly go through them. You can look at this article at graciex.com, GRACIEX.com, or on Mind Body Green. So the first one is allowing your children to have separate thoughts, actions, and values. And that to me is, it seems like a very simple thing to do, but if you're coming from a place of needing to control or feeling that you can dictate or own your teenagers' thinking, ideas, sexuality, you're not going to keep the lines of communication open. Another one is be curious, also from the same place of there's nothing that you can tell me that I'm going to try and censor or not hear or very much judge. You're open, you're receptive, you're there to guide your teenager. Another one is listening, brushing up on your communication skills. And communication is a skill. It's an art form, and it deserves to be studied, I think. I've taken courses, nonviolent communication, NVC. You can Google that and read those books on nonviolent communication. Very helpful, very interesting. This one, I got a lot of emails from teenagers who said, I wish my parents would do this. And it is deal with your trauma. So, in other words, I know of someone who was raped when they were 14. Very traumatic. When her son turned 14, all this content started coming up for her around him starting to be sexual. She couldn't really separate it. It caused a lot of problems in their relationship. Try and deal with anything that's been traumatic, painful from your past separately, and try and have some healing on it so that you can see when it comes up, you can see when you're triggered. Another part of the article was get a life of your own. Carl Jung said there is no greater psychological burden than the unlived life of the parent for the child. That burden of having a parent who is not experiencing the full life that they could be having. It is important to fulfill yourself so that you're not using your children to do that for you. So those are the basic principles of the article, and I think when you practice them, you do have the opportunity to have a fuller connection with your teenager and to have them feel more free to come to you and really tell you what's going on. So I hope that is helpful. I hope you're having a wonderful day.